And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast of Sports with your host, Jay Pops. Guys, today's date is September 27th, 2022. It is a beautiful morning in the great city of Houston, Texas out here. And guys, we're inching closer and closer to Saturday. Okay? We're inching closer and closer to Mississippi State, man. And this game here, I'm going to tell you right now. I know why Mississippi State is favored. And I'm looking at those stats, and Mississippi State should be favored. Tell you the truth, man, going forward in almost all of our games, A&M should not be favored in neither one of them. And I'm just being totally honest with you right there. I'm not going to sit up here and be a homer with you. I'm speaking totally facts. We should not be favored in none of these games. This offense is getting better. But if you're looking at those stats like I'm looking at those stats, any team that we go up against, man, they should be whooping our behind. They should, all right? But it's a whole lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I think we're all going to look back on this season, and we're going to ask ourselves, including, well, not the players, because the players got it in them. But us as Aggies are going to look back on this season, and we're going to say, how in the hell did we win that many damn games? You know, it's going to be one of those seasons where we say, wow, like, if we can win that many games, having the season that we had starting early, then you can't tell me that in 2023, we're not going to come out here and dominate somebody. Well, we're not going to come out here and dominate. Man, just look, when this season is over with, and you know, however long that may be, man, this thing is going to be killer, man. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a whole lot of people around the nation scratching their heads and trying to figure out what in the hell just went on. You thought we were ranked high this season coming in? Next season, we're going to be ranked even higher. I'm telling you guys what I know. But, man, we're going to have to wear that. We're going to have to wear that on. Just to let you guys know this as well, we have another night game. We have another primetime CBS night game against nobody other than the Alabama Crimson Tide in Tuscaloosa. They're giving us a round two. When that game comes, I'll talk about that next week. But I'm just letting you guys know that game next week against Alabama will be at, I believe, either 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. And it'll be on CBS. Primetime at night. Wow. You can't sit up there and fathom, like, man, we've got so many night games under Jimbo Fisher that is crazy. I don't remember having all those games under Kevin Summer at night like that. We didn't have 2 primetime CBS night games now. 2. That's crazy to me, man. So, anywho, man, let's go ahead and get on to this. So what are we looking at here, man? Because it's the passing offense going up against the passing defense and the rushing offense going up against their rushing defense. Now, first and foremost, Mississippi State beats us hands down in the passing offense. All right, I'm just going to let that be known. You guys already know that. That's what's making a lot of you all nervous out there, and that's what's making a lot of people say that Mississippi State is going to beat us. Well, Mississippi State passing offense is the 7th ranked passing offense in the country. Will Rogers is the number 2 guy in passing yards. He has the 2nd best passing yards in the entire nation. That says something. All right. So what does that mean? He's going to sling the rock. He does not care. He's going to sling. What Texas A&M has this year, very early in the season, we have the number 10 pass defense in the country. Once again, number 7 passing offense going up against the number 10 passing defense. It's been a lot of NFL scouts looking at this one. They want to see if those cornerbacks that I've told you guys that are going to go first and second round, which is Jalen Jones and Antonio Johnson, you know, just some names to mention out there. If those guys are going to go first, second round this year, because I know they're coming out and they're going to draft this year, then we got to see. I'm going to be honest with you as well. Us Aggies got to see it as well. Can you hold up your bargain? Can you hold up your end of the deal against a top 10 passing offense? Because they're going to throw this ball. The one guy I know specifically that will take this game very personal because they did him so dirty last year is Jalen Jones. I feel that Jalen Jones is going to have one of the best games of his career besides the Miami game. Tyler Van Dyke, he ain't no top 10 quarterback. I knew that. All I had to do was just see A&M prove it. Will Rogers is a top 10 quarterback. He should be an NFL-ready quarterback, to be honest with you. Jalen Jones has to go out and prove his point in this game. I'm going to say it again, specifically Jalen Jones. Because Will Rogers is going to feel like Jalen doesn't have it. He didn't have it last year, and he's going to throw it on. Jalen, if you listen, hold up your end of the bargain, baby. Tyreek Chappelle, I don't expect any passes to come over there to Tyreek Chappelle's way. This game specifically, I don't expect Will Rogers to look Tyreek Chappelle's way. All right? So if these two guys in particular can shut down those outside spread lanes of Will Rogers throwing the football, then I have full confidence that the inside of that field will also be shut down by Demond Richardson and Antonio Johnson, Denver Harris, because I know he's going to be out there, Brian George, Josh Moon. I feel like those guys will step up and shut down that certain part of the field. I expect to see this guy here as well back there in the backfield, Jacoby Matthews. I expect to see him a lot in this game. No, I'm not hearing anything or nothing like that, but I expect to see Jacoby a lot in this game. Only because we haven't seen him ever since the first game. I expect to see him in this game. I expect to see Deion Bouye out there on that field to keep up with those receivers. All right, I expect this defensive backfield to have a field day. Now, with that being said, what is A&M passing game looking like? A&M passing game, as of right now, we are, and y'all should already know this anyways, we are 108 in the nation. All right, and I'm going to say that once again. We're number 108 in the nation in passing offense. What defense will we be going up against? Well, Mississippi State is pretty good in the pass defense. So this is going to say a lot on Jimbo Fisher on what kind of play calls he's going to call. Anias is gone. We're going to see who's going to step up. Evan Stewart is one of them. I believe he'll step up. But we're going to see if we're going to use tight ends more in this game. Mississippi State is number 49 in passing defense. Once again, this is the reason why they're picking Mississippi State as a 2-point favorite. Picking them as a 2-point favorite. I'm not going to say they got the wrong team favorite. I'm not going to say that. All I will say is that it's time for Texas A&M to go on the road and give a team a beatdown. You got to go and give a team a beatdown. I mean, beat them down bad. Okay? So now it's your chance to do Mississippi State like that, because they're going to try to score some points. They're going to try to score a lot. They're going to pass the ball. They're going to pass for a lot. Shut it down quickly in the process. All right? So sacks allowed here. Sacks allowed. Texas A&M is about number 78 in the country. We've allowed 8 sacks on the season. Okay? That's not a good number at all, but we've allowed 8 sacks on the season. Mississippi State has allowed 9. I believe if it wasn't any game before, this is the game where we see this defensive line start popping up with those 5 and 4 stars all over their head, and now they're getting to the quarterback. I mean, they're swarming them. The last time we were in Starkville, we had about 6 sacks. It's time to do that all over again. You give me about 5-6 sacks in this game, I'm expecting you to blow this team out. That's just me and Jim. All right? But if they get to our quarterback, in which we've given up about 2 a game, Max Johnson, he hadn't turned the football over. I don't expect him to in this game either. All right, so team sacks. This is where Mississippi State should have us at. And if I'm looking at this thing right, where's Mississippi State? Where you at? Where you at? So as of right now, Texas A&M is number 106 in the country. We're only hitting the quarterback like about 1 or 2 times a game. We got to get better than that. We have to get better than that. We got to come on with it if we're going to start tearing things down and making people respect our defensive line. All right, we have to do that already. Mississippi State is number 78 in the country with about 8 sacks on the season. That's still not all that good, but they've gotten more sacks than us, okay? So, hey, we're going to see. We're going to see. So, the rushing defense. And see, this is what's going to trip a lot of you guys out right here. Mississippi State's number 44 in the country with rushing defense. All right, they've allowed about 6 touchdowns on the season, though. Texas A&M is number 104 in rushing defense. Crazy how we kind of turned and went backwards there. This rushing defense will get better. Listen to me to why I say this rushing defense will get better. Although Texas A&M is number 104 in the country in rushing defense, these guys have allowed only 2 rushing touchdowns all season. I don't think I've ever heard a stat like that before, ever. And that's why when it comes to scoring defense, we're top 15 in the nation. That is crazy to me. I don't think I ever heard that. Nobody even must have seen that before. Rushing offense. Texas A&M is number 100 in the nation with about 127 yards per game. I believe A-Chain is now starting to feel it. We got to start feeding him more. I believe he's starting to feel it way more than ever now. He's had his breakout game. Now it's time for A-Chain to introduce himself as a full starter. Mississippi State is number 124. You guys probably already knew that. They're not going to run the ball as much. I think they're going to try to in this game because they've been seeing how bad our rush defense has been. Once again, I believe that rush defense now lives up to the challenge and they shut everything down. All right, but that's all I have for you guys on today. I will be back on tomorrow. Love all of you guys. #EagleMags.